Make sure you took the little lever that you used to put in the computer. Make sure you lifted it up and then put in the CPU first, and then close it. Okay? Hey, Bits and Bytes, let's Talkujo. My hair is still drying. It's almost man bun season. Because, I don't want to get a haircut, but I also don't like my hair being long and hot and stupid. So it'll be like, well, it won't be like that. That looks terrible. Where have I been? I was trying to replace my motherboard. Just trying to do a little upgrade, and then things wouldn't boot. Things were down, and I was doing all these troubleshooting fixes, and long story short, I'm a fool. And you know that the little lever that you're supposed to lift up when you put the CPU on it? I wasn't lifting it. It's a thing that's like known inside my brain, because I've built a few computers in the past, I'm not like this kind of guy about it, but I know how to do this stuff, I thought. The new motherboard didn't have that as an instruction on when installing the CPU, and I was like, well, maybe we don't use it. I replaced the CPU, I replaced the PSU, I checked my case, I breadboxed the dang thing, took everything out and I set it down and it still didn't do anything, and finally I was just like, maybe because the U lever's there, we should use it. If it's there, use it. Which is actually is a bad philosophy in life for most things. And then, of course, if you're familiar with any computer upgrades or exchanges or repairs, you'll know that after you make a pretty hefty hardware change, your Windows just doesn't want to boot. Because things happen and wires get crossed and all that. It's been a trip. So what have I been doing in my time off? Well, mostly trying to fix this. I was brushing up on my Japanese a little bit. I was reading some comics. I played Lost Planet 3, which is actually a pretty good game. And then I saw the Steam reviews and I was like, why mixed? I guess people are just really mad because it's so different from the first two, and I get that, Japanese developers trying to make this American AAA type feel, and I think it comes across well enough. The sound design is terrible, though. I was kind of embarrassed to tell you all that, but I figured I should, because every time I looked up, computer, no post, black screen, fans come on, nothing else happens, though. Every time I searched that, it was like every solution, and in the forums, there's that one member who is just like extremely condescending and you wonder why people put up with them. And every forum has at least one of those guys, usually like some 40-year-old like A++ certified guy with glasses, and he's just being a huge jerk. Even that guy's post didn't say this thing, which I guess it means it's just such like a basic thing that someone should just know to do it. I don't know, I guess my motherboard, I'm blaming the motherboard manual on this one, okay? My lifeblood is my confidence. And if I don't have it, I have nothing! So expect uploads to go back to normal on Monday. Did you notice that I'm Let's Talkujoing on a wider camera? Lane sent me one, and he was like, here, have this one that's an upgrade from yours, and it is, mostly. I had some trouble setting it up, but I think I have trouble setting up everything. I remember a time whenever I would buy components and just plug it in, and then things would work. And they would last a long time, too. Oh god, I'm doing the finger shake thing. So yeah, I got this Logitech G15, the original with like the swivelly LCD thing. It is my favorite keyboard ever. It is incredibly useful. Oh, and here's even the little stopwatch thing I use for video. See, watch, I'm gonna start it now. Oh, it actually started this time, look at that. But I don't want to get a new one, because this thing has lasted me since I built my first computer. This thing has lasted me since 2006. A long time. And Logitech, I've heard, isn't quite so reliable anymore. More and more companies seem to be like doing planned obsolescence, and it's butts. Find another business model. Stop just floundering and kicking your little feet and becoming piranhas in the water. Innovate. Find some new pay model. It's just like with online advertising and all that. Some sites are trying to do this like premier subscribe thing. Like, you don't have to look at ads, but you could subscribe to this thing and get exclusive content. It's the problem with those models, coming from my perspective anyway, is that it's just too much work. When I want to look at something, sure, I want to support it, but I don't want to click a thing, log in, oh geez, oh, where's my passwords? Oh, I'm fed up with this. I'm just going to load all my passwords to auto be in the thing, and then so someone hacks me, they're going to log into my Destructoid account and see that I've been looking at, oh, Nate-chan bought a Bikini Zombie Slayers PS4. Ad revenue is severely reduced compared to the old days. Back in the day, back when ads were, yes, disgusting and awful, you would get a lot of money for ads. You could be a channel with like 10,000 subscribers, and you could actually make a decent amount of money. These days, you have to have I don't know the actual number, so this is just coming out of my rump, but like 5 times as many subscribers to make that amount of money. I'm just saying this based off of my Project Wonderful earnings over on my webcomic site. the earnings continue to go down, and that's also kind of a tainted bit of info because Project Wonderful itself is kind of going down the crapper. But even Google Ads, which is, still the strongest ad network, is getting less and less money every year that I've watched it. So, ads just suck. For you? For me? Maybe Patreon. Oh, but right. Thanks, Lave. Thank you for the webcam. I appreciate it. That's all for now, though. Thanks for watching. See you Monday with proper uploads and a comic. I'm having fun writing this comic story arc. The next page, I've put a disproportionately large amount of time into developing it, but I think it's gonna come out nice, and I like the way it's going. For real, though, I gotta go. Bye!